The Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight was a duel that few could have predicted, but one that captivated millions worldwide. From fiery confrontations to conspiracy theories about how the entire fight was supposedly staged, this fight was more than just a clash of fists or what the paparazzi would later describe as entertainment junk. Instead, it brought way more drama to the table than a Kardashian scandal, and that's saying a lot. But here's where it all gets batshit crazy. What if I told you that Mike Tyson slapped Jake Paul right before their fight? Okay, maybe it's not totally unbelievable, considering how Jake Paul has a habit of spewing ridiculous things that make you want to beat him to a pulp, but that was a bit extra even for Tyson. The crowd was taken by surprise when Mike flared up and slapped Jake Paul across the cheek during their weigh-in. When asked about the incident, Tyson told the New York Post, "I was in my socks, and he had on shoes. He stepped on my toe because he is a, let's keep that part pretty PG. Anyway, I wanted to think it happened by accident, but now I think it may have happened on purpose." For Tyson, the fact that Jake Paul had stepped on his foot either on purpose or by mistake had gotten on his nerves, because he couldn't help but feel like Jake, "I had to reciprocate," he explained, brushing off any notions that the slap was premeditated. Jake Paul, however, seemed unfazed. On stage, the 27-year-old YouTuber turned boxer taunted Tyson, laughing, "I didn't even feel it. He's an angry little elf, Mike Tyson. That was a cute slap, buddy." But beneath the bravado, Paul admitted the slap stung, emotionally, if not physically. He shouted during the weigh-in, "It's personal now. He must die." Adding fuel to the fire, Paul's mother, Pam Stepnick, didn't hold back either. In an Instagram story, the matriarch, who also raised YouTuber-turned-wrestler Logan Paul, playfully warned Tyson, "You slap harder than him." Her humor lightened the moment, though the rivalry was anything but jovial. This fight was a big deal for Tyson, marking his first time back in the ring in almost 20 years. He retired in 2005, but came out of retirement for a one-off match against Roy Jones Jr. in 2020. Now, at 227.7 pounds, Tyson was back in the game to take on Paul in a big 8-round heavyweight match. When the fight night rolled around on November 15th, history was made at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The place was packed with over 72,000 fans, and you could say it was a home run on Netflix too. More than 60 million people were watching live, with a peak of 65 million people watching at the same time. That's a record. The fight itself was anything but boring. Tyson, who was once the youngest heavyweight champion ever, showed off some of his old moves. Paul, with his quick punches and smart game plan, started to pull ahead as the rounds went on. In the end, the judges decided Paul won by a little over a point, making him the YouTube sensation of the night. But after the fight, people were buzzing with questions. Fans on X were throwing out theories that the fight was rigged. There was even a video clip of Tyson hitting Paul hard and Paul sticking out his tongue like he was saying, "I'm not giving up." Some critics also said Paul didn't give it his all, choosing not to go for a knockout against Tyson, who was 58. The final few minutes of the fight saw Paul bowing to Tyson, but that didn't stop the critics who thought the fight was more about showing off than real competition. Even pop culture got in on the action. On "I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here," the hosts Ant and Dec couldn't help but make fun of the Netflix Showdown. "Well, it was either do this or fight a YouTuber on Netflix," Dec joked after bringing Barry McGuigan, a former boxing champ, onto the show. Fans didn't miss the hint, with one saying, "Jake Paul will be fuming Barry McGuigan's in the jungle. He's missed out on a cracking opponent there." For Tyson, this fight was a trip down memory lane, while for Paul, it was another win in his unique boxing career. But beyond the punches and what people are saying after the fight, this event really cemented itself as a cultural moment, a clash of two very different times of fame, leaving everyone wondering, what's next for boxing's most unexpected rivals? During the fight, some eagle-eyed viewers noticed an odd habit of Tyson biting his gloves, which sparked debate among the broadcast team. Was it a mouthpiece issue or just a nervous tic? Tyson cleared the air, laughing. "Oh, I have a habit of biting my gloves when I fight." When pressed further about why, he chuckled, "I have a biting fixation." That was enough to cut off any further inquiry. "I've heard about that. "And I don't want to know more," the reporter quipped, leaving Tyson grinning. Despite the loss, Tyson made it clear this wasn't the end of his time in the ring. When asked if this fight might mark his retirement, the 58-year-old confidently replied, "I don't think so." He teased his next possible opponent, hinting at none other than Jake Paul's brother, Logan Paul. "Well, we don't know. Maybe his brother," Tyson said with a smirk. The idea of a Tyson versus Logan matchup sparked a playful exchange. "Logan? I think he said you might be next," a reporter called out teasingly. The response? A mock threat. "I'll kill you, Mike," one of the viewers called out. Now, while we would have expected Iron Mike to explode in fury, he simply displayed his humorous side while playing down the threat. He even went on to say, "Oh, please, no, no, no." When reflecting on the heated moments leading up to the fight, Tyson shrugged off any lingering animosity. "Oh, that happens when you get in a fight. You're in the moment." With a grin, he added, "Hey, that was a good slap. I like that." The fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul was met with mixed reviews from the start, with a lot of people in the boxing community having strong opinions about whether it was fair or not. Some folks said it wasn't just about Tyson and Paul going head-to-head. It was about what this fight meant for boxing and Tyson's reputation. Spencer Oliver, who used to be a boxer himself, was one of those who spoke out, especially after seeing videos of Tyson in a wheelchair. Seeing Tyson, who used to be a heavyweight champ, struggling with sciatica and needing crutches, made people wonder what this fight was really going to look like. Oliver acknowledged Tyson's legendary status, reminiscing about the days when the baddest man on the planet ruled the sport and captivated audiences worldwide. However, he questioned whether Tyson's decision to fight a much younger opponent like Jake Paul was wise, worrying about the long-term damage to Tyson's legacy if the outcome turned unfavorable. Oliver, like many others, speculated on Paul's intentions, noting that while Tyson's explosive power could dominate the early seconds of a bout, the younger Paul would likely gain the upper hand as the fight progressed. The reactions from fans and industry experts were equally divided. Social media exploded with opinions, with some fans worrying about Tyson's health and age, while others marveled at leaked training footage showing his speed and strength. The videos reignited the allure of Tyson's raw power, even prompting fans to joke they wouldn't dare step into the ring with him, even if he were as frail as Joe Biden. Meanwhile, Jake Paul's smirk faded when he reportedly watched Tyson spar, with his bewildered reaction sparking speculation about whether he had underestimated his legendary opponent. Paul's reputation also came under fire. Critics accused him of strategically choosing older, less agile opponents to pad his record, rather than climbing the ranks by facing legitimate contenders. This narrative, combined with his flashy YouTube background, led to skepticism about whether his boxing career was driven by skill or simply a calculated money grab. For many, this fight felt like another step in Paul's strategy of blending spectacle and sport, which often left purists disillusioned. The criticisms didn't end there. Veteran promoter Frank Warren joined the chorus of disapproval, dismissing the match as inappropriate. While he acknowledged Paul's savvy promotional skills, Warren was adamant that a fight against a 58-year-old Tyson was ill-conceived and exploitative. "Do me a favor," he quipped, summing up his disdain. Warren also pointed out how modern entertainment often blurs the lines between sport and spectacle, emphasizing that the commercialization of events like this might undermine the integrity of boxing as a whole. Tyson's willingness to laugh at himself, even after a loss, coupled with his refusal to hang up his gloves, left fans wondering if Iron Mike still has one more iconic chapter left to write. If his next opponent is Logan Paul, it's safe to say boxing fans, and even casual viewers, won't want to miss the spectacle. That's all on today's video. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments section below, and make sure to smash the like and subscribe button as hard as you can if you enjoyed watching this video. Also, check out our channel for more engaging content like this.